Yay! The next Jason Freeberg and Aaron Seltzer movie. Oh shit! Haven't done a review in a while because of other stuff and doing other, audio. So I get to do the next one. Yay! 2010's Vampires Suck, a Twilight parody. Alright, let's see what happens here. So, Becca, played by Jim Brosky, an angst-ridden teenager, is torn between two supernatural suitors. Vampire Edward, played by Matt Lanter, and Werewolf Jacob, played by Chris Riggy. But she must find a way to invade her controlling father, who treats her like a helpless child. Meanwhile, her friends contend with their own romantic issues, leading to a confrontation at the prom. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys. This is actually better than all their other movies. That's not saying much, but I actually enjoyed a couple things in this movie. No joke. I actually enjoyed a couple things. Which I know some of you are gonna go, oh, that's such a shocker. No, it's not. There are actually a couple things. Is it still pretty bad? Oh yeah, it's still pretty bad. But oh boy, here we go. Okay. Let's just start with Jason Freeberg and Aaron Seltzer. Why the fuck do they do this though? I mean, guys, you're not. I mean, even this one is probably your best movie. That's not saying much for how bad this was. Why do your movies suck? Tell me how. Why do your movies suck? Alright, here we go. The acting's pretty horrible, but I will say the characters of them are actually pretty fun to watch. No joke, I actually thought the characters were fun, even though the acting was pretty bad. I enjoyed them. I don't know why. Maybe it's just. Maybe they know it's just stupid and they thought, hey, let's have fun with the movie. And hey, you know what? Hell, they did it. So, can't argue with that logic, I guess. But really, I was watching it from how stupid the shit was. But I enjoyed to what was going on, though. But hey, that's the thing. Dialogue is horrible. I mean, it is still horrible. I mean, they are still writing this shit. Guys, you need to stop doing. You need to do one thing or the other. You can't do two. Do one of them and let someone else do the other. But no, we can't do that because then it wouldn't make sense for them. They'd be like, no, this is what we want. Okay, guys, whatever. And then the jokes. Most of them fall flat. There are actually a couple of them that I actually thought was pretty funny. I chuckled. Oh, God. I chuckled a couple times through each of them. There was one that I thought, for stupidity, I was like, you know what? For what it is, I thought it was really funny. It was a scene of where they're talking in the biology class, and then there was one part where she was talking about something. Edward's like, "We must eat Slurpees," and he slurps on a Slurpee really loud. I thought, you know what? Okay, that was a couple chuckle worthy moment on that. That was really funny. And then there was another one with Edward where she's like, "Why take your shirt off?" He's like, "I have to. It's in the contract." I was like, "Okay." You know what? Those moments are actually pretty funny. Okay, they had a couple things up their sleeve that was funny, but the rest of it was all ridiculous. Like someone gets confused that someone's a Jonas brother, I guess, and the Jacob transforms into a Chihuahua, and then Edward moved to Rio de Janeiro and dating Lady Gaga, and what? And then someone had an affair with Tiger Woods, and I was watching it though. I was like, oh god. There was one scene where they're at the movie thing. She's like, I can't believe this happened. They're like, oh, thanks for the spoiler alerts and all that. And people said, oh, fuck you and all that. I was like, Hey, it's part of the audience. I mean, like, oh, hey, thanks for that. You know what's gonna fucking happen. But this is actually this is from the first two Twilights, not the third one, just the first two. Which they wouldn't see Eclipse right at the spot and go, yeah, let's put that in there. But no, it's basically just the first two movies. But I mean, the way they do it though is so crazy. Every time they go for something, they screw it up. I mean, I feel bad for all these people and the people that actually act like Becca, Jacob, and Edward. I mean, they're fine. They're bad actors, but they're fine for what they're going for. They're fun characters. The way they look from them, they show it. But every time they do something, which is weird. There's also Buffy the Vampire Slayers parody kind of person type of thing in there. I was just watching this and I was like, what? Okay. The first act is just, it's there. Second act is there. Third act, really weird, where Edward's sister arrives at Becca's house in a Porsche. Like, awesome. Fucking awesome. But Edward gets distracted by a cat and runs off to chase it. And then Becca is caught between the warring factions of Edward fangirls and Jacob fangirls. And I think I remember this. They kept beating each other up and they kept hitting each other with signs and everything. Sounding that alone, you might think, oh, that's actually kind of funny. I just thought it was kind of annoying. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they just thought like, hey, let's do stuff we saw from, marketing and everything. And holy shit, they were really trying to go. I mean, it was not terrible. It was just bad. I think they were trying to give something. I was like, all right, you know what? I'll give you a pass for that, but still bad. But you got all this stupid shit, and then Edward is forced to turn Becca into a vampire, or he will be killed horribly. So he agrees to do so only on the condition that she marry him, which she accepts. So the film concludes with him being struck by the head, with Jacob Fangirl's leader. Edward survives the blow, and the girl is attacked by the newly vampired Becca. Hey, there you go. I mean, this movie's not atrocious. It's not like worse than Epic Movie, Date Movie, Meet the Spartans, Disaster Movie. It's nowhere near those. It's actually their best film, which is not saying much, but I mean, there's some moments to where I was like, okay, you know what? There's something right there. But for the most part, it's just the same shit. And if you wanted to see this for stupidity nonsense and own it for stupidity nonsense, I would, for the hell of it, if it was cheap. But if you want to, then yeah, sure. And the Twilight fans, if you enjoy that, I mean, for the Twilight fans, I think they could enjoy it, honestly. I mean, it's for them. And for them parodying and be like, oh, that's funny, that's cute, and everything. No, I would say it's not. It's for them. I mean, it's not. I don't know. I was just. It's popular, and I thought, hey, let's parody Twilight. I mean, that's all you could say. That's all it was for. Is just it was popular, and it got it. So, and it made money. So hey, you know what? Whatever. 20th Century Fox. They must really love you. With no um 3 in the box, where that bullshit is, didn't even show up around here. Maybe that's why I did better. With Bridget the Enterprises and 20th Century Fox, they thought, you know what, let's try and make a couple improvements. And yeah. But this is still pretty bad. I mean, that's all I could say. It's just with I don't know what else to say, despite the fact that for the big stuff. And okay, there's other things I could say, like in the middle of the movie, like for example, Becca gets a paper cut, and the vampire runs at her, fantasizes her head as a hamburger. It's like, okay, all right, but I mean, all this stupid shit and everything, and you get like in biology class again before the Slurpee thing. Despite that, he's he thinks she smells like tuna and everything. I'm like, all right then, sure. But I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, there's nothing else really to say. I mean, this is 82 minutes, so I mean, what else do you want me to say by this point? I mean, the shit that could have worked, but the shit that didn't work. So hey, it's a thing. The acting's pretty bad, even though I enjoy the characters, honestly, for what they were doing. I know it's weird to say that, but hey, you know what? I'm weird, so it doesn't matter. Dialogue is horrible. Most of the jokes fall flat, except a couple of jokes actually did work. I was like, alright, you know what? That is pretty funny. But most of them fall flat. And when they did it, I was like, just stop. Even the ending was so bad. It's just, they're like, hey, let's predict what they can do in the later Twilight movies. Oh shit, it's not like that. Sorry. I mean, everything else is, bad. But, I mean, it redeemed itself from a couple moments. So, I mean, hell, they actually did something right. Still bad, but everything else I could mention, it's all bad. Except a couple moments and enjoying the characters. That's it. I mean, what else do you want me to say? That's all I could think of. It's just, this is what it is. Gosh damn it, I swear. Let's just go ahead and get it done. I'm gonna give Vampire Suck a D. That stuff redeemed it, but it's not saying much. It's still bad, and it's sad to think that this is their best movie. What a fucking disappointment. If you want to watch Twilight, watch the series. Watch the saga, some call it. This, I mean, you could. You got nothing else to do, and you watch Twilight on a loop for so long, and hey, guess what? Hey, guess for you. Why not, I guess. But yeah, that's my review for Vampires Suck. And I will soon review Twilight Breaking Down Part 2. Trust me, I will. So until next time, guys, peace out.